Hello, everybody. I am Lake Uthaya, your Femina Miss India Punjab 22 and a pageant coach. And today I have a very special guest with me. Please say hello to Miss Urmila Chauhan. She is the reigning Miss India Telangana 2023. And as the South auditions are just around the corner, I thought it would be great to hear it from someone who I have personally met during my time in Hyderabad and somebody who I believe would be an inspiration to a lot of you. Urmila, it's so nice to have you here. How are you doing?
I am doing great. Thank you so much, Lake, for bringing me here.
Your first question that I have is you handled going into the audition with a full-time job. You were also in the aviation industry. How exactly did you manage it? Because I have friends in the industry and I know that time flexibility is not something that's provided. So, how did you manage that?
It was my first time, but then by luck, I was working with Indigo Airlines and I had like free tickets to wherever I travel. So the auditions were in Bangalore. So I thought this time I will do it because I was 25 at the time when I was applying. So that was my last year. So I thought if I'm going this time, I am making my time out and I'm going for it for sure. So my aviation people were very supportive. I didn't tell them that I was going to Bangalore and giving audition and all that until it is finalized. So I had to go, like, I took a leave, like sick leave, because I don't have much leave also. I told my mom that, I'm going on a Bangalore layover because they don't support all of this because I got promoted as lead cabin attendant when I was in that moment. So I just thought I'll do it. I went there and
That's a true testament to, where there's a will, there's always a way. You either find excuses or you either find solutions. So, what would you ideally like to tell the girls who right now struggle by saying, I cannot, quit my office job, I'm not sure about this, or I cannot take my off from college to be here? Like, what would you want to tell them?
anywhere it is not easy to manage multiple things in one go. So like commitments are important in anybody's life. Like you have to give commitment to yourself, like I'm going to do it and schedule it in a way that okay, today I'm doing this, tomorrow I'll do this. So if you keep it in a manner, I think everything is possible. So I did the same thing. I had like how aviation is.
Yeah.
The times are very odd, like they call you whenever they want. It's unbearable. So, but still, I love my job. When I am doing this, when I'm able to travel multiple states, why can't I even do it for myself? Why can't I travel for myself? So that's how I motivated myself.
Time management and having the will to do things definitely can get stuff done. I follow you on Instagram, and I remember that there was a question that was asked that I'm not skinny enough to be a model or a Miss India, and then you put a picture of yourself and you ask them, do I look like I'm skinny? And with that came my next question, which was how did you overcome self doubt? Because a lot of girls believe that a Miss India has to be extremely thin, extremely tall, extremely fitting the beauty standards. But what was your way of putting that confidence up for yourself and saying, hey, you know what, they like me for me?
I think overcoming self-doubt and building confidence is one of the major factor in anybody's life. I think I focused on my strengths, definitely. And people who ever think that only skinny girls are meant to be Miss India, I think they are completely wrong. You can really see me like I am a healthy person. So I think they should really not listen to someone else. They should believe in themselves and then they have to think about all of this. Like they see me as Femina Miss India Telangana. If I am not skinny, then how am I even here?
Doing a background check before creating assumptions for yourself is so important. And we are all girls who are also examples of how you can very well be a Miss India without having to stick to a certain body type. You won Miss Congeniality as a subtitle during your year. Miss Congeniality has a certain set of rules through which a girl gets selected. What do you think you had in you that made you win it?
Like I was in aviation for 6.5 years almost, and then in aviation what they teach us is like customer service is a main important role in aviation. I used to connect with lot of passengers, like per day I think there are almost 500 to 600 passengers. So I used to approach everyone, be friendly, be kind. So from there I have grabbed a lot of things. And more than anything, I think how you approach others and how you talk to them and how you make them feel comfortable when they are around. So that happened in Miss India. Understanding the other person in a way that, they should feel that they are like our family. I think that made me win. And that was really not a small thing for me, because people are voting for you in a way that they think that you're really a good person for them, like helping, understanding.
I do remember that it's within contestants. The contestants choose who Miss Congeniality is, unlike every other title where the judges have a say. And to be able to come out as someone who seems to be the most helpful while in a competition, I believe is an accomplishment in itself. Even in my year, I remember the girl who won was someone who we just loved from the bottom of our hearts. And she was also from the aviation industry. She was also a crew member. So I want to believe that you guys have a skill that none of us do. For the people watching, actually, there is a movie called Miss Congeniality. It was released in 2000. It's a pretty fun movie, actually, which has a spoof on an agent trying to play a pageant girl. So if that is something that interests you, you should watch it. And if you have been watching so far, and if Urmila's and my tips have been helpful, please comment pageant prep so that we know that you are also prepping for your pageant. I want to know what your life has been after Miss India. What is the kind of attention that you have received before and after, and just how has life changed for you?
My life has changed significantly and with increased recognition. In Hyderabad, the people who don't know me started recognizing me. Like my sister used to go somewhere, people used to be like, I think your sister is coming on Miss India, right? I think that's where I have built a confidence in myself that, oh my God, people really know me. When the life from here to here changes, I think that is the most interesting thing in your life. I started as an aviation girl. Like I used to just come home, just eat, sleep, and then take my bag, go back to airport, and just roam around the cities. That was my life. At most respect I get from them, I think none of the pageants would give you that thing.
Yeah, did you go back to your job? Did you take up full-time modeling? And what was the pathway in the last 1 year for you?
Ever since I was a child, my only dream was to become a cabin crew. Whenever we used to travel in flight, people fight for window seat. I never used to fight for window seat because I wanted to sit at the aisle and just look at the crew. How is she walking? How is she talking? Before I used to do modeling, but I was not much interested. It was just a part-time job for me. But when I started realizing that I have a very good life in modeling, and as you know, when you come back from Miss India, like people start approaching you more. I have a big family in my home, four sisters and brother. They keep traveling. Young people, they love traveling, right? So they have not spoken to me like for a month because I left my job because it was not easy. People, I was a lead cabinet attendant that time. So whenever I used to make announcement, I had to take my name. I'm Urmila Chauhan. So obviously people used to be like, oh, is it Urmila Chauhan, which I know? They used to come to me and they talk to me. In aviation, some people know you and some don't. So what happened is some people used to behave in a very negative way. Like they don't understand what are you and why can't I just go and stick to the same thing or do into modeling or do something which is related to pageantry. So then I thought like it's okay, let's stick to one instead of two.
I do believe that eventually in life, we all have to make decisions. You can't keep your feet in three different boats because you might not give 100% to anything. So that's a good decision to make, and people learn it much later. If you can think back for your audition day and say, these three things definitely worked out for me, what would that be?
You have to be very true to yourself and to not try to copy others just because she's doing, okay, I'll also do it. Don't do that. Just because she's working in certain way, I will also copy her and do the same way. Don't do that. Be yourself. Another thing is focus on your strengths and work on your weakness and take care of your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. It is very important, and be very confident. Whatever you do, just be confident because it's the only key. When they see other girls who are looking very pretty, they feel like, oh my God, I think. So please stop doing it. Be confident. Whatever you wear, you think that I am the prettiest girl. You should really try, all of you girls.
That is brilliant advice, a mindset shift that you need to put into yourself and say that regardless of what's happening around, I'm going to consider myself as my prized possession, and I'm going to go ahead, and everything else should become background noise. And I think that sort of confidence eventually translates in your body language, in the way you are making eye contact with the judges, and in the way your presence is felt to others. Because there's one thing to learn your walk, talk, question, and answer. But the most important thing, which people cannot teach, is the energy that you feel. Like a girl coming through with confidence will radiate that energy 10 meters ahead of her than a girl who's just done everything by the book but internally is feeling a little not okay. Thank you so much for coming and giving your time for this.
I'm really very proud of you. The way I keep seeing your stories, I keep seeing everything, and you do multiple things. I'm very proud of you.
It's always nice to have well wishers. And Urmila, I wish the same for you. In life, I feel like kindness supersedes everything else. You know, any accomplishment or any title or any goal that you have can just be achieved with a more happier heart if you're kind inside. And you have that, and I only see big things for you.
Thank you so much. I'm really emotional. I'm gonna cry.
All right, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please comment what your favorite tip was from this entire conversation. I will see
Yes.
you in the next video. Bye bye.